All right. Welcome to Friday 15. My computer is spiking at a rapid rate. The CPUs are burning like it's about ready to launch to the moon. So we will see if we end up having an issue. Maybe my computer will melt down and then Toby and Dave will have to take the reins, which for many people tuning in, that might be a good thing. Toby, Dave, how are you?
Fantastic. Thank you.
All right. Just a reminder what Friday 15 is it's a quick 15-minute show with a 2-minute buffer at the end. So it might end up being like 17 and a half minutes. So don't hold us to the 15. But we're moving Detroit Labs team members in, asking some pretty light questions, not really heavy hitting, unless Toby surprises us with like a really good one. We're hoping for that, Toby.
A philosophical question.
Right. Exactly. Hey, just hard hitting. With that, I think we've got some team members ready to jump in, and we have random questions that they have not seen. Some may have to answer the same question. So if you're not the first one in, then maybe you get an advantage. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah. For those trying to enter right now, the studio is actually full, so we'll move through some people, and then you can enter. That's great. All right, first one. Who do you think it's going to be, Toby?
I think Jen.
Jen? All right. Let's make you correct. Jen, how are you?
Hey, I'm great. How are you?
Fantastic. You ready for the hard-hitting questions that we have?
Yes, I think so.
Are you a cat person or a dog person?
Okay,
Oh, wow.
This is going to be really controversial because there's a cat sleeping on the bed behind me, but I'm a dog person.
Whoa.
I love my cat, but I don't know, man.
Just
Dogs
not
are
that
just...
much?
I love my cat very much, but dogs are floofy and you can like snuggle them. My cat is not going to happen, so I'm going with dogs.
Sounds like maybe you've had a tumultuous relationship with the cat and now it's time to look elsewhere.
Well, we have a cat and a dog, so they're
Gotcha.
both here. I have a strong preference.
All right.
Wow.
One more question for you.
Okay.
What is your favorite movie?
Oh, that's a really, really hard question. The movie I have seen the most times is probably D2, The Mighty Ducks.
Okay. All right.
And I think I'm just going to have to say that's my fave. I could probably, if you ever want me to just walk you through the whole movie.
I mean, the Iceland game's fantastic. Am I not right?
Yes, the Wolf the Dentist Stanton, the coach, is just like incredible. I love the controversy, getting ice cream with the enemy. It has everything. The guy in the Bash Brothers who did not know that the U.S. didn't compete in the Olympics always made me truly sad in my heart that he didn't know that. So let me know if you want to know more.
It is a fantastic movie, and I may have to agree with you. We're all Gordon Bombay fans. So, all right, Jen, thank you for joining us. I'm moving you backstage. If you can leave the studio, I think others are looking to join.
All right. See ya.
Hey, are cats as loyal as dogs are?
Well, not hers anymore. Hey, Toby, who do you think next?
Derek.
Derek's coming. Derek, we're making Toby correct again. I may have to make him wrong at some point. We'll see. All right, Derek, how are you?
Doing well. How's everybody doing?
Good. You're a veteran of this show because you've come on now twice. So hopefully you haven't seen some of these questions, but we'll see. Best concert you ever attended?
Okay. That has to be Fish, the Baker's Dozen at Madison Square Garden. I did 3 shows and it changed my life.
Josh is watching this and losing it right now.
Wow.
100% guaranteed.
Absolutely.
All right. You popcorn or M&M's person? I guess that's like a question of it's like sweet or savory, Toby. Is that what you're getting at?
Mm-hmm.
So I would go with peanut M&Ms, but honestly, I wouldn't choose either of those snacks. I would choose chips or something else savory.
Okay. I feel you there. I'm kind of a chip fan.
Fair.
All right. Derek, last time we got to spend a lot of time with you, but this time the backstage is piling up. So we're moving you out and bringing more people in.
Peace out.
Thank you.
See ya.
Who's next, Toby?
Katrina.
Katrina. How are you, Katrina?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. Ready for a hard-hitting question?
Absolutely.
If you were a crayon, what color would you be?
Oh, I'd be the silver crayon.
Silver.
Yeah, the sparkling one.
Oh, go on, because you didn't even hesitate on that one. And we didn't even prep you for this.
I don't know. I felt it in my soul as soon as you said it. And like, I like how it has little glitter bits that'll come off on your hand. And it's a little annoying, but you're like, oh, a silver crayon. I have the special box.
All right. I like that. Went right for the glitz and the glamour. I appreciate that.
Well,
All
that's
right.
what I'm all about, as you can tell.
I like it. All right. Let's give you one more. You ready? Netflix, Disney Plus, or HBO? What are you streaming heavily right now?
I don't have Disney Plus or HBO, so Netflix.
Okay. All right. What's your favorite show on Netflix right now?
I've been rewatching Broadchurch, which is just like a punch in the gut every time. It's really good.
I've never heard of it. What is it?
It is a British show about a murder in a small town that has David Tennant in it, so it's automatically good.
All right. I gotta, some of those British shows that show up on Netflix are really strong.
They're really
Like this
good.
one is amazing. Go for it.
All right. Okay. Well, Katrina, thank you for joining. We're moving you.
Thanks,
We told you
everybody.
it's fast paced.
Thank
So it's
you.
easy.
Yeah.
All right. See you, Katrina. All right, Toby. You get to choose.
Well-
Maybe I'll have to let Dave choose one.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking of what.
Oh gosh, I want to say Caspo, but I don't
He's not
think
here, so I'll pick one. You couldn't pick. I'll pick. Will McThrill. How are you?
Hey, friends. Can you see me making faces when I'm not in the actual studio?
They can't, but I can. I see everything.
Okay, good. That's all I want. That's all I needed. That's all I needed.
Exactly. Will, what is your favorite thing to do in Detroit? And you have to give a short answer. This is not a novel that we need.
Motown Museum.
Whoa, that was quick. Okay.
Sure enough.
Why is that?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of the coolest, happiest places in the entire world. And I think it is 2 hours of your life to learn everything about why Detroit is as awesome as it is.
Wow.
All right. I thought you'd have a hard time with that because I thought there'd be so many ones that you really loved.
That's a go-to. I mean, I could name restaurants, bars, events.
Good thing you asked about
Sports.
restaurants. What is your favorite Detroit restaurant?
Lafayette, Coney Island.
Oh, I knew that one.
I'm an American person. I'm sorry.
And we're not friends anymore.
That's fine. I'm gonna be okay.
Lafayette, Coney Island is possibly how and why I work at the Detroit Labs in the first place. Because when it all started, I met someone earlier, saw him at Lafayette, Coney Island at 2 a.m. that night. And then one thing led to another and met all of you.
All right.
Wow.
Well, look at that. All right. Last question as I'm about to kick you out of the stream. Is your head cold?
It is much warmer now than it was last week. It's, I'm getting a little more shade. It's fun to touch. It's fuzzy. And it's very, very warm because I'm thinking about the $25,000 that was raised for the United Way of Southeastern Michigan, mostly because of the Detroit Labs team members.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Will.
I have one quick one for you,
What?
Will.
Okay.
Are
Toby,
you
go
happy
ahead.
with the draft so far? Detroit Lions? Since you're wearing the jersey?
It's the Super Bowl for the Detroit Lions. It's the best, most wonderful time of the year for our football team. And so far, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid hardcore.
Nice.
Okay. With that, bye, Will. All right. Let's see. I got to bring in Dan Newport because he's been waiting the longest. He was here from the start, so we're bringing in Dan Newport. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. How are all of you?
Good. What is the best meal you have ever had in your life?
That's a really, really hard question.
Or maybe just your favorite thing to eat. All could be acceptable.
I'm going to go with the original because I feel like if I don't, I'll have failed the question. So I ate at an Ethiopian restaurant in Washington, D.C. once, and I had the best stew I've ever had. But also the waitress tried to tell me I couldn't have it because it was too hot for Americans. And so I defiantly ordered it and ate the whole thing while I just was drenched in sweat. My girlfriend at the time was so embarrassed to be seen with this wet man in a restaurant. But it remains one of the tastiest things I've ever eaten.
That is fantastic. That was deeper than I thought, and I like it. One more for you. What's the last book you read?
The last book I read is a fantasy novel called The Blade Itself. It was okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have more people in the room, and so I'm going to move you back, and I don't know if we'll get through everybody in time, so we might have to break the rules and do Friday 18 and a half. We'll see. Thank you, Mr. Newport.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's see.
Oh.
Rock,
Oh, hi.
how are you? Welcome back.
Pretty good.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's see. Rock, I don't know if you answered this question last time, but I like it. So if you could be any animal, which would you be?
Well, as many of you know, I have this thing for the mantis shrimp.
Need to Google that.
Oh,
do it. It's the
wild.
most fascinating animal ever, which I learned about through the oatmeal.
They can break glass, can't they?
Yep. Very tiny, very colorful. And they can also see like 16 more colors than our eyes can, or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, Dave, you're really going to enjoy it when you find it. All right, Rock, I got one more for you. And I think I know the answer to this one. You a cat person or a dog person?
I saw that earlier. I didn't know I was a cat person. I had owned dogs in my family before, but then I met Carrie and he had a cat, and it turns out I'm a cat person.
Perfect.
But I do have fantasies of having a corgi one day.
I feel like corgis are a part of a lot of people's dreams, it seems like.
Yeah, they're so cute.
All right, Rock,
Anyway.
thank you so much for joining.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Rock.
See you
Bye.
See you,
later.
Rock.
Bye.
Brandi, how are you?
Hey.
You gonna unmute? I don't think I can unmute you. There we go.
Sorry.
No problem. All right. Brandi, what are you currently watching?
Ooh, Little Fires Everywhere.
Ooh, do tell. I don't know that one.
It's a story about two families that kind of collide into each other set in the 90s, which I think is part of the reasons why I love it, like the old phones and stuff like that, old music. But it's really interesting, touches on class, race, politics. So yeah.
Awesome. All right. Is it on Netflix or is it somewhere else?
Hulu.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Oh, we missed that one in the question. All right. If you could learn one new personal skill, what would it be?
Ooh, I'd like to paint. I'd like to learn to paint. I think I'm always fascinated with visual artists. So I would like to learn to do that.
All right.
That is so cool.
Toby, do you paint? That feels like something you would do.
I don't. I wish I could. I don't paint, but I love art a lot.
All right. Cool. Well, Brandi, thank you so much for joining us. See you later.
Loves art, but nothing on those walls.
Oh,
Come on.
All right, Dave, you guessed this guest earlier, so
Yep, Caspo.
Bring him in. Yep.
There he
Daniel,
is.
What's
how
up?
are you?
I'm doing excellent. How are you guys doing?
Good. I'm trying to figure out which. All right, I got to do this one, Daniel, because I think like you'll have a good answer, even though we just asked this of Rock. If you could be any animal, which would you be?
Wow, that's a great
hard
question.
hitting, Daniel. I mean,
That is very hard hitting. I feel like a golden retriever can probably match my level of excitement. So I would say
sounds about
golden
right.
retriever.
If there is anyone who has self-awareness, Daniel, it is you right now. That is fantastic. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. If you were a crayon, what color would you be?
That's also a great question. You know what? I think I would go with the light blue. The light blue was always my go-to out of that big 50 plus pack with the broken sharpener. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Anybody
the
remember
side.
the macaroni and cheese color? Was that in that one?
I'm not sure. I just went straight for that light blue.
Maybe I dreamt about the macaroni and cheese. Maybe that's not right at all. Maybe it didn't exist. All right, Daniel. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, we're coming up. We are actually going to get through this. We have one more person, but his camera's not on. So I'm hoping the camera ends up showing up. We're going to bring him in and see. Daniel, you have a wonderful day.
Have a great
See
day.
you, Daniel.
See you, Dan.
All right, let's see if this works. The Nathan Hughes. Nathan, is your mic working or camera or anything?
Is my mic working?
Your mic's working.
My camera's not working?
It is not, but that's okay.
I'm on an iPad, so I'm going to blame the iPad. So I guess
that's fine.
You can't see me enjoying my just delivered Huddle custard that I just picked
Family
up.
family pack with the sprinkles.
It could be a family pack if I let my family know that it showed up. It might just be a pack that's in the freezer that I hide away.
I feel like that is the way to do ice cream. Don't let the family know.
You got to do what you got to do to survive in these times. How are you all?
Good. How about we're gonna fire up a question here. It's gonna be a question that's already been asked because we only have so many of them. We weren't really planned for this many people. What is your favorite movie? Which I feel like you have some obscure movie you're going to tell us about right now.
God, my favorite movie. I really hate the favorite. I have a hard time with the top one, the top six. But I think the all-time favorite movie for me has to be Armageddon. A classic story of romance, of love, of hope triumphing over the physical world, of our ability to blow shit up and save humanity. So it also has that amazing vocal experience where we have the father-daughter pair, Aerosmith track and the daughter there. So yeah, Bruce Willis at his finest, looking oh so strong and oh so buff. So, yeah, so let's go with what is it, 2003's Armageddon? Maybe it's 1993. I don't remember.
One might say you don't want to miss a thing, and now I regret asking that question.
Underneath the tree, like just what a moment that is.
Okay, where's your favorite place in the world?
Underneath the tree.
Armageddon thoughts. Favorite place in the world? Jeez. Do I get two?
Sure.
All right. So one favorite place in the world. There is a seat at the end of the bar at Honest John's in Detroit. So the bar goes all the length of the bar, obviously, and then it curves around, and there's two chairs at the very end. But really, there's only space for one person. And so I have spent so many hours at that seat, usually between 9 to 11, 9 to noon. Now this is morning times, and that's one of my favorite places in the world that I can't visit. I'm gonna say the other favorite place I can think of in the world is in Amsterdam. I don't even know what the name of this place is, but it is a bar that serves beer and apple pie. And apparently they've been serving this apple pie for years and hundreds of years, maybe. I think if you look it up, like, best pie in the world or best pie in Amsterdam or something like that, it'll show up. And it's this tiny little place, and they literally bake these pies. And I know this because I snuck downstairs. They bake these pies in this kitchen that's downstairs, and it is like a closet. Like you can't even imagine how anyone could. And me and my daughter, Emerson, went there because I naturally Googled best pie in Amsterdam, because what else do you do when you're traveling?
One would do, of course.
And found this place, and it was packed, just entirely just packed. And we stood in line, and this was like a Tuesday, so we're not talking like prime time. Stood in line for probably 20 minutes. We got in, we got our seat, and it's the smallest possible space because they're trying to pack as many people. We got our pie. It was amazing. We left. There's a line out the door. It was just great. And the pie was great. I think I had coffee, not beer. Got to spend some time with my daughter. It was just like a really neat experience. So I'm going to put those two at the top of my favorite place lists.
Does Winkle 43 ring a bell?
That could be it. Did you? Yeah. If you Google best pie, that has to be it. Yeah.
Yeah, that comes up.
Look at you, Gumshoe.
I'm on top of it.
Yeah. Impressive. All right, Nathan, thank you so much for joining. You are the last
I'm
guest.
sorry my camera wasn't working. I didn't realize it wouldn't.
Maybe it's for the best. We don't know. Maybe it's for the best.
I've not stopped shoving custard into my face, so I guess maybe you got a point there.
Perfect. All right, I'll see you.
Goodbye.
See you, Nathan.
Bye, Nathan.
All right, we went way over our time. Ended up being the Friday 20. We picked 15 because I had an F in the beginning, so that was really the only reason. So I think we ended up being fine. We had a lot of team members join us. We had a lot of fun. Don't forget to go and follow us on LinkedIn, subscribe on YouTube, hit the bell icon, all that good stuff. Go to all of our social channels. We have content coming out So far, our live stream schedule has been Wednesdays and Fridays, with Friday being this Friday 15. And I think that's been working. And how about you, Dave? Toby, anything else to add?
Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. It's Friday.
Yeah. The weather looks great outside.
All right. We love you, Billy.